Alright, here it is. This is the house we're looking at today. Alright, what? Dang, does this come with it? I don't think so. I think this is, I don't know. There's the back of the house. Maybe it does. Oh my gosh, if this house comes with this, I will buy it. Like, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's like a storage shed. I think it does. Well, let's go look. Yeah, I think it comes with that. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Have you been inside this house, Colin? I'm about ready to get out. I hear some guy, some weirdo lives like right over there. Is that right, Colin? That's the wonderful thing of Facebook. People post pictures of their house and I know where they live. Oh gosh. Yeah, it's 5,200 square feet, which is awesome. But, you know, when it was first posted on the MLS, they wanted like $119,000 for it. And, you know, you have all these people out there and they're like, oh, that's so cool. You should buy it. And it's like, to do it right, you probably have to put $100,000 worth of money on it. And see, I know I'm walking the wrong way. There's a blue house right over here. We'll take a look at the front of it. Oh, yeah. We budgeted 50 to 60. And that's me running my own crew, doing a lot of our own work. Anyway, see this big blue house? It's 4,800 square feet. It sold last year for $45,000. So looking at that one, knowing it's worth 45, you know, this one up here is 59,000. So it kind of puts it all in perspective. And the great thing is the neighborhood's awesome, at least as far as values go, because Circleville's finally come out of the kind of slump it was in. So you got houses like this, which look absolutely amazing, and people take care of them. You got a house over there, it's nice. You got a house over there, it's nice. You got all these nice houses. You got a bunch of businesses and all sorts of things. We got a voicemail. So, it's what it is. And of course, it comes down to how much work do you truly want to do to this thing. Oh my gosh. This whole thing's loose. Alright. Alright. Now I have to find the lockbox here. Alright. I'm debating whether I should have just started the video here rather than going through the whole drive. I think I lost a lot of people. This is a good sign right here. Well, the point is 50-60 with my crew. So here's a little brick. I don't even know what you'd call this thing. It was, I imagine it was a horse barn. Okay. I imagine it was a horse barn, even if you can see in here. But there's a nice, probably, I guess, maybe the actual term for it would be a carriage building. But it's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it wouldn't take too much work to it. The brickwork's kind of looking bad. Here's this thing. And then there's this. I don't know what this is, but this would be an awesome house. I don't know if the city of Circleville would be okay with you turning it into a house, but someone obviously cares about it because they put money on it. It looks like an old, you know, southern style shotgun shack. With dirt floors. Look at all this. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? It's awesome. But it's also expensive to fix stuff like this up. Yeah, this is definitely was a horse barn at one time. So, let's see. Shutters and doorknobs and all sorts of crazy crap in here. Oh, there's a second story. I love stuff like this. Here's some sketchy stairs. If I die, call 911 somebody. If I fall through the stairs or something. Look at this. I don't know how good it shows on Facebook. Yeah, this was definitely a carriage house or a horse barn or both. I just don't know about that brick building over there. I was thinking that it was the carriage house. And this is, I mean, the floors are uneven here, but from a rental perspective or a landlord perspective, I don't know what I would do with this. One of the things that we had talked about was, yeah, I haven't died. One of the things we talked about was doing a renovation on it, specifically for parties and entertainment. Well, this is cool. How do you think this is, guys? It's painted. That's cool. So anyway, this is, I guess, the carriage house to it. Like I said, from my perspective, how would you make money on this building? I don't know. My first thoughts would be, it could be a rental. A really cool rental. Everybody wants to live in a shack, right? Storage. You store a lot of cool stuff in there. It's in good shape, and I think that the roof is newer, which would be nice. But if you remember when we came in, here's a problem. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. There's the roof of this brick building. So, yeah, they must have put the shingles on at the same time on this building as well as this one. But the porch area here has a newer metal powder-coated roof. All right, so that's the outside, and it's pretty dang impressive. One of my big worries would be being like the people that looked at or ended up buying the one over there, the blue one that we looked at, or I pointed out earlier. All right. Hopefully the stream doesn't kick down. I gotta put the code in on the lock box. All right, cool. This is awful with one hand. Oh my gosh. I feel like some sort of, oh, I don't know. Alright. So here's a room onto this. I have no clue. I hear something. Oh! Hornets! Cool! Anybody want to buy some hornets? Alright. So, if you're keeping track, the first thing the house needs is less hornets. There. Alright. So, hopefully the signal's good and you can see this. Got a pretty nice 1950s kitchen in here. A 1980s stove. More 1960s stuff, and it's red and white, which means it's totally awesome. All right. Something in the kitchen is not bad. The question is, does everything work? So from my perspective, you know, that's not bad. A couple $1,000s to liven it up, depending on what you want. Would you look at that? There's a drain line going right down to the first story. Here's this. This is cool. Here's the ceiling. So, you know, this looks like water damage here. And some mold, yeah. My handy knife. Now, I don't know that you can see it. It's kind of blurry. I can punch holes. If I push pressure on it, I can punch holes in the drywall with a knife. That's what one of the little things that property inspectors I've talked to and dealt with have done. You poke the drywall and see if it's moist, and unfortunately it is, which means there's water infiltration. So that starts on one of your big expenses. Here is the bathroom, or a bathroom, and a gigantic clawfoot tub, which is totally awesome. That is not totally awesome, but you know, there's a nice pedestal sink. At least one radiator, so I wonder if they have radiator heat in here, which I hate. Got the old bubble glass windows. You can see the texture on it. Yeah, you can now. So, well, this is cool. Here's a sitting room with a dead bird. Oh, that poor guy. Oh, man. Nice room, though. How do you guys think he got in here? Think someone let him in and he just got trapped, or maybe he's lived his whole life in the house and always wanted to leave and found the room with all the windows in it and just wanted to get out of here? Some sort of Disney movie type environment? I don't even know what this room is. Like, I don't know, maybe a master bedroom. So there's the room off the kitchen with ceiling damage. The bathroom and laundry room's over there. And I'm standing here, and this is some big giant living room. It's awesome. And there's an awesome piece of furniture over here. I have no clue what it does or what it is. It's got a marble or granite top on it. I hope it comes with the house. So, and there's drywall on the floor, which means look at the ceiling. Oh, crap. So, there's definitely things wrong with the house. But it can all be fixed. Look at the stairway over there. Well, it's radiator heat. That's what these things are here. I mean, they still make new boiler systems. So you would have to you'd have to decide in of yourself whether you wanted to go through the expense of replumbing the whole house or doing a new boiler. That's kind of one of our company's specialties with heating and cooling and stuff. We can redo heating and cooling on a house for really extravagantly cheap. I mean, you call an AC contractor and ask them to plumb the whole house for modern air conditioning, modern heating and cooling. I'm guessing they're going to tell you probably $20,000 to $30,000. We can do it for a lot less than that. Or you could get the boiler fixed and use window air conditioning or splits. You're probably looking at maybe 3 to 4 to get the boiler running real well. And then your average cost for a split's $1,500 per unit, and then you have to decide where you want the splits. So, isn't that an awesome door? I know the photos and stuff aren't working too well. And here's why I like these houses. Look at the staircase. Can't you imagine being like 4 or 5 years old and starting up at the top of these steps and sliding down the whole freaking thing. Wouldn't that be awesome? We're like at a story and a half now. And the ceilings are all like 12 to 14 foot ceilings, which is really awesome. Oh, third story stair steps. How cool is that? I feel like I'm walking on Jello in here with this green carpet. All sorts of crap on the roof. Or that's actually the porch roof. Yeah, it's the porch roof. Another one of those things. Oh, they're must be cast iron boilers. So, obviously someone in here before had AC. That's the thing with these old houses. If you go in and you buy one, you cannot do things cheap. I mean, yeah, window AC is what you need to do. But you look at this. They've got rags stuffed in here. And that means to me, you know, as an investor, property owner, whatever, they didn't pay any attention to what they were doing. And if you look on the underside here, the wood's starting to rot out, which means they did not drain it. They didn't do anything to it. And now, you know, you're probably going to have to replace at least part of the window casing, which is going to be phenomenally expensive because it's an arched window. So, you know, you're going to have to figure out how much money do you want to spend. You know, all these gorgeous old windows, but for the most part, they all need replaced. The paint's chipping, peeling, cracking, and that's not good from a lead hazard standpoint. So, all right, we're back in the main hallway. This reminds me of the house that's down there at 507 on Court Street. Oh, snap. We're in a second kitchen. So obviously that would make it easy to turn into apartments, but, you know, I don't know if that's what you want to do. Yeah, if it was out in the country, I imagine it would be a little more taken care of. On the video, it looks like the window's cracked. It actually is not cracked. The glass in most of these windows is really good. But if you look at them, I mean, you probably can't tell on the video, but the window's distorted. So that means most of the time these windows, the glass in them was actually poured. They took the hot, molten glass and they actually poured it into a mold. And when you do that, you end up with uneven windows and they look bubbly. There is a second story porch here. This door is screwed shut, so totally awesome. All right, we're back out in the hallway. It's another bedroom. Yes, it is, complete with cat poop or some animal poop. So here's a teeny tiny little baby bedroom. Or it could be the world's most awesome closet with another closet. Alright, so here's the second bathroom, and if you saw that gigantic lead pipe on the first floor coming up, this is what it was too. The toilet here, so the toilet stack runs directly down into the stairwell. And you got a really scary looking awful window. We're back out in the hallway. Can anybody comment on the quality of the video? Like actually, you know, the actual video quality? I know it goes in and out of focus quite a bit because of the phone's trying to change the camera settings. Oh, wait, no. All right, this is the toilet stack. Tommy's watching. He's done work for me before, so you notice. All right, here's the actual second floor of the house. We step down into here where the second story laundry area is. Now, so that means there's two laundry areas, one on the first floor, one on the second floor. So That runs up into the ceiling. Shoot. There you go. And it comes down here with a 220 outlet. So that's the second floor washer dryer room. So I'm curious, the suspense is killing me. Is there a kitchen and laundry area on the third floor? Yeah, it would be. Do you want to loan me $150,000, Marjorie? If you do, I'll buy the house and I'll fix it up for you. All right. Now, guys, I'm going to say this again. If I die, please call 911. There's weights and all sorts of stuff. There's some really sketchy steps here. But this is the second floor porch. Are we? We're really not on the second floor. We're like, this must be like a porch addition, and that's why it dropped down. Oh, and there's broken windows too. So I'm going to do the best job possible to lock this house up. I'm sure it wasn't. Come on. All right. So that's the second story. We're back in the hallway again. More radiator boiler systems. All right. Here is the third floor, and I'm hoping the camera works real well. I don't know what that is, but that's awesome. Is that an exterior window, maybe? Don't know. Let's find out. Let's see. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out where that window goes to. If it is a window. Well, see, Marjorie, I don't know you, so, you know, you could be rich. You could be a lottery winner, and I wouldn't know it. I don't know where that window goes to. Probably have to get out on the roof or something. I obviously don't feel like doing that. Alright. Hopefully the camera keeps working. Here we are. I would not flip this. I would not feel comfortable buying a house this expensive. Oh, shoot. This is really hard to see. Here, let me see if I can get in the light a little better. Yeah, the third floor is not bad. I mean, we're on the third floor. This is the attic. That someone... then you're rich. All landlords are rich. We've all got filthy amounts of money because all we do is rip people off, huh? Pretty awesome wiring work. So anyway, that is it. There's really not a whole lot to report on the third floor. I was curious if there was another bath area, but it doesn't seem so. So, that is the whole walkthrough of this big, gigantic house here in Circleville, which I would love to buy. I mean, if the price keeps going down, I mean, this is probably one of those things where I shouldn't talk on a video about, because, you know, revealing strategy and stuff. But, like, if it got down to $40,000, a pool table on the third floor, that'd be awesome. But like if this thing came down to like $40,000 or $45,000, I would probably buy it just to sit on it for a while. Then, you know, when we have extra money and stuff and the guys that work for me are really bored, they come here, hang out, do some work, fix it up a little more. I mean, like I said, I think that I could get it fixed up, you know, to my standard for about $60,000. Colin was, I think, saying 100 to 120, which if you weren't doing any work yourself, 100 to 120 is probably close. The big thing is I think that we could do something to get the condition. Oh, and look at this. I don't know if you guys can see it. Here is like It's trim work all around the house, if you can see it. It's like this scroll working design all over. All right, maybe not all over, but at least in this room, it's kind of cool. Yeah, 75,000. I'm thinking, you know, just rough ballpark, 60, 70. There's not a lot of like super individual expensive things. You're just going to get nickel and dime to death. The first thing you'd have to do, like immediately after buying it, would be to put on a new roof. That's not too. Can we even get that? Yeah, I won't screw with it. But you know, it'd be worth it to have these doors. I don't know how well this video shows with these doors, but the doors here are absolutely awesome. I have no clue what they're made out of, and they're taller than I am. I mean, standing up next to the door, I don't know how tall this door is, but you know, I'm 6 foot. Here's the top of my head, and there's another good 4 feet. I don't know if you can see that. So that door is like at least 10 feet tall. It's a slab of wood. And it's not the only one. There are several of these doors in here. And the windows are huge. Like Shane said, it would make an awesome bed and breakfast. But the problem is we have those in Circleville. So I'm not a huge fan of saying, oh, let's do... Look, there's some squirrels in the neighboring... Oh my gosh, there's a lot of squirrels. Holy crap. I don't know if you can see them. There's 2 at least. But I saw like a 3rd and 4th one out there. Yeah, and you get these. I don't know if you could see. We're just not at that point with technology where you can see the scroll work, but like up here, it's notched all the way back, and then there's scroll work like right here. I mean, you can't, unfortunately the cell phone is not doing it justice. There's molding here. There's a different kind of molding here. This is notched. You've got scroll work here. I mean, it's just absolutely amazing. I mean, if you were one of those kinds of guys, and I've actually looked at this, I could have my guys come in here. They could strip this fireplace, this mantle out, the whole thing. We could put it on a semi-truck, and we could send it to California and probably get $5,000 or $6,000 out of it. So, you know, if you're one of those kinds of guys that wants to do that, and you just want to rape and pillage everything, you know, you could take this one out. You could sell it for $1,000. You get 5 or 6 out of that one. You could take these boiler things out. You could take the trim. You could take the trim out of the house. I mean, you could just rape and pillage the whole house, turn it back to something very bare bones, and make a bunch of money on it. Now, that's not what I would do. And, you know, I think this is in a historic neighborhood, so the city might at least try to stop you. But it's just one of those things where they're competing in an open market against a bunch of different people. You know, there's all these different things that people will do to make money. And, you know, unfortunately or fortunately, you have to be profitable in everything you do. So when I look at something like this, I have to come from a perspective of, okay, how do we make money on it and not waste it? Otherwise, you end up like the guy that owned this or one of the former owners. They don't make any money. And then the house ends up in terrible shape like it is right now. I mean, I don't know how well this video is showing it. I haven't even looked at the electric on it. I assume it's a total redo. Because at a minimum, they didn't know what they were doing because the sockets are in the floor. We can go in the scary looking basement and try to find it. Here's another cool door. Now, I might lose you here. I don't know. I'll say it again. Call 911 if I die. I can't even, I mean, yeah. These steps are terrible. I can't even see down there. There's no electric, so I guess we're not going to look at the electrical downstairs, but I assume it's crappy. So, here is looking at this house. Yes, it's very dark down there. That's why I'm not going down there, because I did not bring a flashlight. I obviously did not plan ahead too far. So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll take a real quick. It's stuck. I keep hearing these hornets. Well, this thing is over here. Yeah, I imagine it's all knob and tube. Oh! Would you look at that? 100 amp service! Oh, snap. And a fuse box. And another fuse box. Cool. So I imagine it's probably all knob and tube. I mean, there's a little bit of Romex there. Here, I was hoping this was a secret hideaway. Right here behind this door. And it's not. Ah. There's hornets all around and crap. Well, yeah, I don't know the best way to deal with the outside. Because it all needs repointed and tucked with the mortar. The whole thing needs remortared. Because that's going to be a huge, huge issue. I mean, you could spend crap tons of money on that. And the fact they painted it is not nice, but it is what it is, I guess. Alright, so, well, thanks for joining me, everybody. I hope you had fun. Get back to work, Shane.